This is a follow-up exercise to something I've done previously. In a previous exercise, what we've done is let x equal to 2, 0, a, 11, 4, b, 7, minus 1 and c, find a, b, c, given this information here. The information we're given is trace x equals 0, determinant of x equals minus 6, and that 2 is an eigenvalue of x. Now, that exercise, in that exercise, we found a, b, and c. Now, this exercise, what we're going to do instead is find the eigenvalues of x, okay, using the same information we were given. We're already told that 2 is an eigenvalue of x, so we just have to find the two other ones. So the pieces of information we're given is that the trace of x is equal to 0 and the determinant of x is equal to minus 6, okay. We don't really need to work this A, B, C and all that, but it's not going to help us here. So essentially all the information we need for this question is here. Okay, so let's do that. So the trace, so we're going to call our values P, Q, and R. Those are our eigenvalues, and we're just going to let R equal to 2, and so we have to find P and Q. The trace of x is the sum of the eigenvalues. So this is equal to P plus Q plus R. And the determinant of x is the product. So this is equal to P times Q times R. Okay, and we know that R is already 2. So P plus Q plus 2 is equal to 0. Let's do 2pq is equal to minus 6. So we got two equations and two unknowns. Okay. What we could say is that p, we could just rearrange the top equation, and we can say that p is equal to minus 2 minus p. Okay, that's just rearranging the top equation there again. Let's substitute that into the other equation, the second equation. So that's the first one, second one. This is the first one again, and I'm just going to go back to the second one here. So 2 times q, so that's minus 2 minus q times q is equal to minus 6. Okay. So let's work that out. Minus 4 q minus 2q squared is equal to minus 6. So I'm just going to rearrange this, just simplify it. What I'm going to say is q, divide everything by 2 and negate it. Q squared plus 2q, bring the 6 across, we get plus 6, but we're going to divide that by minus 2, so we get minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay. So what we're going to do here is factorize this. Q minus 1 and q plus 3. Equal to 0. Okay. Now, so that's two equations and that's the two answers. So we have q is equal to 1, or q is equal to minus 3. What's it to be? How do we answer this? So let's just see what P was. So P is equal to minus 2 minus Q. Okay. So in this case, P is equal, just remember it's minus 2 minus Q. Okay. So in the first case, that would be equal to minus 2 minus 1. That would be equal to minus 3. Or in the second case, it would be equal to minus 2 minus 3, or it's minus 2 plus 3, and that's equal to 1. So essentially, we actually just have two answers after all. If essentially there is no order if P and Q is which is which, so we just went for one and found the other. So the answer is actually minus one or minus 3 and 1. So the eigenvalues is minus 3, 1, and 2. And that ends this presentation. So this was a nice short one. It was just a nice sort of just to sort of keep going with some of the work we were doing there previously.